All right, welcome to math class. This is our last new math lesson of the week. So everyone can get excited about that. You should be on page 394 in your math instruction book. It should look like this. All right, as always, when I write, you write. So first of all, today's lesson, we are still sorting shapes based on angles. Does this sound familiar?
Yes.
Okay, yesterday we were sorting shapes based on their sides, if they had parallel sides, perpendicular sides. And we did sort based on acute, obtuse, and right angles.
It's Monday.
So, read this problem below, then explore different ways of understanding sorting shapes into categories based on angles. We're just sorting shapes. That's really all we're doing. Can I have somebody read this problem here about the classroom computer games? Hayden, nice and loud.
The classroom computer game shows the player at a set of categories and a set of shapes. The player puts each shape in the correct category. Does an arrow from each shape to the category it belongs.
Okay. So, before we start doing this, we need to sort these 6 shapes into these categories, okay? It says acute only, acute and right, acute and obtuse. And now they're going to walk us through some steps. So this might seem boring to you, but I need your brain turned on, remembering these are the ways you can sort a shape. First way, you can picture it with a piece of paper. Where have you heard this before? Josiah?
Here.
Yes, I tell you that all the time. We have pieces of paper literally all over the place. You can use a little book. You can use your textbook. You can use a piece of paper. But just like that, you can put it in the corner and see if it's 90 degrees or if it's bigger or smaller than 90 degrees.
I'm on 400.
Okay? So if you are going to check this entire shape, could you put the piece of... Could I put my piece of paper in each corner and check them all to see if they're 90 degrees?
She's lost.
Okay, page 394.
I was on that page, but it shows different.
394. All right. So, could I use a piece of paper? Everyone back with me. Could I check every corner of a shape and see what type of angles it has?
Yes.
That is one way to do it. Okay, another way to do it, and this is the way I like the best. I'm going to scroll up my page.
Put me down.
Yes. All right, you can model it. Okay, this is the way I recommend you do, because sometimes it takes a lot of time to get your... Sorry guys, one second. Sometimes it takes a while to get a piece of paper and check everything. So, look what they did here. Can someone tell me what strategy is that? What did they do? I see 2 A's and 2 O's. Angie?
Acute angles and obtuse angles.
Yeah, they were just looking at their shape, and anytime they said, well, that's acute, they put an A. Okay? I do it this way. I think that's my favorite way. Okay, so now we are going to look. This gets tricky for me because I don't have 2 screens to show both sides. So you're going to be looking at the shapes on page 194, and we're going to be describing them on page 195. Can somebody please read me number 7 at the top of page 195? Number 7. Josiah?
Look at parallelograms A and B. Do they belong to the same group? Explain. Draw arrows to the correct groups.
Okay, I'm going to scroll back up to this picture. All right. So which shapes are we looking at first? Hayden?
A and B.
All right, we're looking at these 2. All right, now what are they asking us about them? Someone different tell me. Cadence, what are they asking?
Do they belong to the group and we don't because A is bigger than B.
Okay, so first thing we're going to do, we're going to check our angles, right? Oh, I'm going to move this paper that keeps trying to attach itself to me. All right, so let's label our angles. You could either get your piece of paper out and check every corner, or you can just look and write your letters. So let's look. This top corner of shape A, someone tell me, is that acute, obtuse, or right? Hayden?
Obtuse.
Obtuse. I'd put an O in there. Make sure you're writing with me. What about this top left corner? Emma?
Acute.
Acute. It's a cutie. Okay. Bottom left corner. What type of angle do we have here? Angie?
An obtuse.
Obtuse. Great. It's bigger than 90 degrees. And last but not least, this bottom right-hand corner. Josiah?
Acute.
Acute. Okay. So if we're going to just sort shape A, it has 2 acute and 2 obtuse. So it would go down there, right?
Why would you make it?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just having fun. All right, now let's look at B. You all try it on your own. Go ahead, label all your angles and decide, does it go to the same place as shape A or not? I found that it did. They both have 2 acute and 2 obtuse angles. Thumbs up if you agree with me. Do they go in the same category? I'm getting a few thumbs ups. I think some people are still writing. Hopefully you at home agree with us.
It looks like a roller coaster going.
It does a bit. All right, since I can't see the questions, Angie, could you read the next one for us? Number 8. Mm-hmm.
Look at the 2 triangles. Describe the angles in each one.
Okay, let's start with this one. Okay, are you guys ready to label our corners? So we have an O for obtuse, an A for acute, or an R for right. Label your corners and then check with me, make sure I didn't mess up.
Found a word corner.
And I'm getting some thumbs ups.
Yeah.
All right, so one of those triangles is a right triangle because it has a right angle. And we knew that because it had that little box, our symbol for a right angle. My other 2 were acute. And then this triangle's filled with little cutie angles, all acute.
Only acute.
All right. Thumbs up if you agree. Good. Okay. All right, Angie, did it tell us to sort them?
Said to describe the angles in each one.
Okay. Well, we just did that, didn't we? Do you want to read the next question for us down? Number 9.
Draw arrows to match the triangles and others. That was on number 8.
Okay, well, let's do that then. Okay, everyone figure out where do your triangles go. Okay, this one has a right angle and 2 acute. So, can I put it in right only?
No.
No. Right and acute?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Send it on up there. All right, what about triangle D? What do you guys think? Josiah?
Acute only.
Acute only. All right. Hayden, read us the next one.
Look at the trapezoid and rectangle. Which has right angles only? Look at picture. To which group does the trapezoid belong? Draw arrows to the groups.
Okay. So let's label our angles. You guys can draw your arrows. Let's see if we all get it done right. Look at shape E and F, label your angles, and draw it to the correct group. You can check with me after you label angles.
Why are you doing it in dots?
For fun. All right, check with me once you're finished. Make sure that you sent those shapes to the correct place. Rectangle should be easy. It was our only shape with 4 right angles, so it can go in the right only section. Our trapezoid had acute and obtuse.
I would go up.
All right, now I've got to see what's going on with the book here. All right, we're going to go down to the try it.
Are we gonna do page 396?
No, hold on. Go down to the try it part. Got to erase all these crazy arrows.
Are
real
you gonna
fast.
do the questions? Connect it?
Hold on, guys. No, all of those questions, we just kind of drew it on the picture. That seemed easier to me. All right. Because this is mostly review today from what we learned yesterday.
Yesterday, it's Monday.
All right. Try it. Use what you learned to solve these problems. So, this is a Venn diagram, right? Eyes up here, please. Row 4. Madeline. Make sure you listen. Okay, this is a very crazy Venn diagram. Okay, have you guys ever seen this type before?
No, yeah.
All right, let me show you how you do it. So, we usually have them like this, where you've got 2, right? So these are the unique parts, and this is the part where they're the same. So we have acute angles and right angles. So let's say this is acute, this is right, but we also want to compare against obtuse. I can add another circle. Now look how this works, okay? Everyone, eyes should be up here. I just asked for eyes and I've already lost eyes. The only things that go right here are things that have acute, right, and obtuse angles. Does anyone want to guess what would go in this little box? Hayden?
How it could be a right angle?
Right and, what's this one? This little box is right and obtuse. This box up here would be right and acute mixed. This box would be obtuse and acute mixed. Okay, so that is what this diagram is. So where does the rhombus at the right belong in the Venn diagram below? Before we have to decide, let's mark our angles. So you mark them on your page, check them with mine. And if you're like me, you found that there are 2 acute angles and there are 2 obtuse angles on that rhombus. All right, so where can we put it? It has acute and obtuse angles, but there are no right angles, right? Josiah? You can come up here because it's kind of hard to describe. So you can mark it on this since that's what we'll be using. Good. Can someone else explain why he knew that's where it went? How did he know that's where it went? Emma?
Because it's connecting the obtuse and acute angles.
Yeah, it's connecting your acute and your obtuse. This is where those overlap. So that is where the rhombus goes. So everyone should place an X in that same spot. One more problem. Circle the shape that has an acute angle, a right angle, and an obtuse angle. Well, just by looking at this, I don't need to label my corners because those are all right and that does not meet my criteria. I'm going to check this one quick. We got acute, acute, obtuse, obtuse.
So
I don't see a right angle.
So
Oh, there's a right angle. There's a right angle. There's an obtuse, and there's an acute. So, which shape should we circle, Hayden?
the one that has the stairs.
Yep. All right, nice job. Thank you all for joining me. Your review work should be pretty easy today, all right? Just make sure you understand all of our different terms. I'll see you soon.